Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Spock, from Star Trek. I'm a Vulcan from planet Vulcan. Yeah, I know, it's not very original. Vulcan from Vulcan. Kinda boring. But then again, we Vulcans were never known for our creative liveliness, like you humans. For example, our Vulcan national sport, Calto, or as you Earthlings call it, Vulcan chess. Imagine sitting through 4 quarters and 3 hours of that without slipping into a coma. But on our planet, Calto is kind of like your Super Bowl, but we get way less excited because, as you guys already know, Vulcans don't have any emotions except for the one emotion we Vulcans decided to keep: horniness, which is definitely an emotion. And don't ever let anybody tell you differently because, believe it or not, horniness is actually the most powerful of all emotions, clinically proven to be about 20 times more powerful than love because, unlike love, horniness never fades. And you need horniness because everybody likes to fuck. And if you don't fuck, you get backed up. That's why you gotta release. You gotta release. And you know, when you can't fuck, you gotta masturbate. That's why we Vulcans are constantly masturbating, choking our chickens. Honestly, a lot of people don't know this, but Live Long and Prosper and the Vulcan Death Grip are actually both Vulcan masturbation techniques. Now, we Vulcans don't really talk about this much, but male and female Vulcans have very similar genitals. Like, we Vulcan males don't have foreskins like human men. We kind of have more like labias, vulvas. They protect our Vulcan penises and clitorises from predators. Also, a Vulcan labia is really hard to open. They're kind of like clam shells. You gotta forcefully pry them apart. And if you can manage to get them open, what you find is that the Vulcan penis and Vulcan clitoris are about the same size and shape because, unfortunately, Vulcan men have very small penises and Vulcan women have very large clits. We call them our Vulcan pearls, hence the clamshell reference. And also because Vulcan genitals are about the same size of a pearl when fully erect. So you see, what we Vulcans do when masturbating is we spread the Vulcan labia, or in more layman's terms, the Vulcan pussy lips. We spread our Vulcan pussy lips using the Live Long and Prosper technique, and then we just go to town and grab the tiny Vulcan cock or clit with the follow-up Vulcan Death Grip move. And then we use our forefingers and thumbs in a technique we Vulcans call playing the world's smallest violin. And this is how we Vulcans masturbate ourselves to completion. Sometimes, because masturbating can get pretty boring, like Vulcan porn, which is highly illogical, because who doesn't have enough money to pay for a delivery guy for a pizza? But anyway, because masturbating can get pretty boring, sometimes we Vulcans will switch it up, and we will masturbate with tweezers. We call it tweezering. But that's why humans and Vulcans can never have sex, because we Vulcans developed our hand strength so much from masturbating. I mean, as it is, all we have to do to knock you earth fuckers right out is tap you on the shoulder. Tap, tap. So now, just imagine a massive, muscular gym monkey on steroids crushing a squishy banana, but then replace the massive muscular gym monkey with an out-of-control horny-ass Vulcan. And then imagine the squishy banana is your penis. Make that was your penis. You know, it doesn't even matter anyway, because besides the fact that Vulcan genitals are obviously not compatible with human genitals, but besides that fact, because our blood is green, we Vulcans have red sperm. Bet you didn't know that, right? And for some reason, our red sperms shooting out all over you humans freaks you guys the fuck out, because I guess to you humans, it looks like our Vulcan dicks or clits are squirting blood, which is another reason why nobody likes Vulcan porn. You know, it can be really tough having a planet full of people who seem like they are overdosing on Xanax all the time. It's like nobody gives a shit about anything. Your wife is sleeping around. I don't care. Kids fail in school. I don't care. Your doctor tells you you got dick cancer and they're going to cut it off. I don't care. That's why most Vulcan philosophy and proverbs have to do with us Vulcans not giving a shit about anything. Like our number 2 proverb, shit happens. That one comes right after our Vulcan greeting, live long and prosper, which is the antithesis to the Vulcan fuck you greeting, eat shit and die, which is what we say if we don't like the other person we're greeting. Some of our other famous Vulcan proverbs that you probably never heard of are, it is illogical to shit where you eat, pardon me, but I think you've confused me with someone who gives a shit, and it is illogical to shit in your hands and then clap really hard. Anyway, that's why we had to keep horniness. Because otherwise, our species would die out. Because nobody would give a fuck. Or even care to fuck. Because pleasure is an emotion, and emotions aren't allowed. So you gotta have horniness, or there'd be no Vulcan babies. Not crying or shitting in their diapers. Because even Vulcan babies know crying or shitting in diapers is highly illogical.